Hello, I'm Nina Hartley, and welcome to Tuesdays with Nina. Today's question is from a young wife. It's very simple: tips for exploring sex. And Obviously, there are lots and lots of tips for exploring sex. And I hate to beat a dead horse and sound like a broken record, but the most important tip for exploring sex is to make sure that you are emotionally present to yourself and your partner, and then you can take it from there. Tips would be, of course, make sure the kids are safe at grandma's, unplug the phone, make sure you have at least 90 minutes to 2 hours just to devote to exploration. Not to have any particular expectations. Today we're going to where she's going to have an orgasm more quickly, or he's going to last longer, or they're going to try position number 22A from the Kama Sutra. No expectations, just openness to whatever happens. Because when we are in the same place emotionally with our partners and we are vibing back and forth that love and attraction and mutual desire, and then touch each other gently and sweetly, our bodies will tell us what we want next. Our bodies will say, oh, I wish he would touch my breast, or he might say, oh, I wish she would touch my penis, or I wish she would kiss me, or anything like that. So when we can declutter our minds in order to be present with our partners and touch with intention and openness, then our bodies will take over, because our bodies are wonderful, wonderful pleasure machines. Mother Nature or God has really, really given us incredible tools for intimacy and pleasure with our partners, and it's really, really great. And once we can get out of our own way, our bodies will absolutely let us know what we need next, or what's the next best thing we can do, and that is really great. So physical space, emotional space, time space. Again, it's very hard when we are trying to explore sex to quiet our minds and put aside for 90 minutes our worries about bills, or the kids, or school, or job, or whatever. And short of a fire or a bleeding child, nothing can't wait 90 minutes. And your relationship is much more important than 90 minutes doing pretty much anything else. So short of an emergency, a physical emergency, you just have to make the time to get into the same room together with the intention of calming your minds and becoming present with each other. There are all kinds of rituals couples do, and each couple gets to design its own ritual that makes it happy. Couples can pray together, they can light candles, they can take a shower together, they can massage each other's feet, they can neck and pet, they can something symbolic that means something to the two of you is the most important thing. That you can create a sacred space, create a safe space around what you do. People who are pagan, they will light incense and draw a circle, and people who have other faith practices will call upon their own deity and ask that deity to bless what happens here. And anything that gets you and your partner away from the regular day and to the special space of intimacy, the special space of being a couple, then that's what the couple should do. And every couple has its own rituals that work for it. My husband and I have our own thing that we do that puts aside the regular day and opens up the door to the potential of eroticism, pleasure, and intimacy. So those are the main tips. Kids safely away, phone safely unplugged, computer alarm turned off, the door locked, and just deciding that whatever happens, happy, sad, mad, glad, scary, fantastic, ecstatic, we're just going to be together and experience what is happening today. And with any luck, there'll be orgasms all around, which is pretty great. And if not, at least there's pleasure and support and kindness and intimacy, which is really what it's all about. You and your husband are young and you have a long, long marriage ahead of you, and just hanging in there. You're not always going to be in the same mood at the same time for the same things. And sometimes one of you is going to want it more than the other person. And then you decide the person who doesn't want it quite as much will go as far as he or she can with the other person. So if one, for example, often if the husband really wishes to have an orgasm and the wife is tired, not so there, then they can agree that he can pleasure himself and she's going to be right there next to him, snuggling on him and holding him and being with him while he does this. So it's nothing he has to do alone or hide from her, and vice versa. And this takes a while. Don't worry about it. It's embarrassing sometimes. It can be very scary. You feel very shy. But if you are good partners to each other, you'll always be kind. Kindness toward your partner is a number one rule for exploring sexuality and sex in a effective and safe manner. For our hearts to expand and for intimacy to grow, we have to feel safe with our partner, emotionally safe, physically safe, and psychically safe. So we know that no matter what happens, our partner is not going to laugh or judge us or shame us or reject us. They may get to say, I don't really like that myself, or I don't quite see what's sexy about that, or I don't think I can do that, but they don't get to shame us or dump guilt upon us for daring to express our desires. That's what relationships are about, learning to dare to reveal ourselves ever more deeply to our partners, knowing that we're welcome, knowing that we're safe. And once you have that emotional foundation, the physical activity is almost irrelevant. Almost. And then learning how to give and receive a pleasant massage, learning how to work your hands along with your mouth for oral sex, learning how to find books that fit your faith practice and give you effective information about what to do with each other. And more importantly, having patience. Again, you're young, your bodies will certainly lead you where you have to go. I'm Nina Hartley, and this has been Tuesdays with Nina. And you can send your questions to tuesdayswithnina@gmail.com, and Miss Victoria will send them to me. Thank you so much. Until next week, be happy.